Alright, greetings Kiss Nation, and today this is going to be a box set video. Haven't done a box set video in quite a bit. The last box set video I did was the Kiss Love Gun I Was There box set, and that was a really cool box set video to do. This box set video is, in my opinion, even cooler, because this one is a Kiss Mania 1980 box set, and this one is another unmasked box set. And when I heard about this release, I was really excited about this unmasked set because it contains the Sydney 1980 concert and the Auckland 1980 concert, and this one kind of excited me for many reasons. One reason being the unmasked era being the first era of Kiss that I saw on DVD, going back to that Kiss Vision DVD of the Sydney concert. And then, you know, the unmasked era is a very, like I said, the unmasked era is a very special era of Kiss, and it's cool because Eric Carr was the first Kiss drummer that I ever saw. So to see that they made a second box set to the unmasked era was kind of cool, and I like that. I don't know if I mentioned my history with the unmasked era in the first box set video that I made, but you know, it's really cool. And I got to say, you know, first thoughts on the front cover. It's really cool. I like it. I like the circles all around the band. Very 80s to it. I like it. And I do like the fact that this is called Kiss Mania, because that's what the hype around Kiss in Australia was. That's kind of what Paul Stanley referenced it as. It was Kiss Mania. Anyways, let's get this out of the sleeve, which I think this is the first box set I've gotten that comes in a sleeve. Now this is going to be a pain in the ass to put back in, which is why I'm throwing it away, because I'm not going to do that. Alright, so let's take a look at all the extras, and oh man, out of the gate, look at this. Oh, okay. This is cool. Look at that. We got another sensation poster book from TV Week. Exclusive new giant poster book, super color, introducing the Fox. Alright, meet the Fox, the new man in Kiss. Read Kiss plans for the Aussie tour. Where's Peter Criss gone? We tell all. That's cool. I like this this replica of a. I'm assuming this was a magazine front cover of some kind. I like this replica. That's really cool. Then we have we got these stickers, which I like that one of Gene sticking out his tongue. I like that one of Paul Stanley. Love the one with Eric Carr with the yellow lighting. One with Ace. That's pretty cool. And this one with all the autographs. That's cool. And of course, the poster. We got posters, okay? Oh wow, look at that. It's a nice black and white poster. That's really cool. I like that. Now for this poster. Okay. That's really cool. It's a Kiss in concert poster. Wellington the 30th of November and Auckland the 3rd of December. Damn, that's cool. Alright, cool. I wonder how many Kiss fans in Australia had this poster. That's really cool. Gotta say, the extras in this box set, top notch. Love it. And I forgot one thing. We have this. We have a Kiss Unmasked keychain. I gotta get it up close to the camera. We got the members of Kiss on this side, and the Kiss logo on the back. And it got the coin management here, so maybe this was an actual coin Kiss merch. If this is, sweet. I mean, yeah, I think that would be like the first, I think that'd be like the first time that one of these box sets included, a coin era Kiss merchandise. Or maybe a replica of it. Either way, I mean, that's still really cool. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, the real deal or a replica of a coin merch. To me, that's awesome, you know. All right, set that aside. And for this box set, it is picture discs again. Gotta be careful because I don't have the knife with me. Alright, and right off the bat, we got the Eric Carr half of the Auckland 1980 show. When we got New York Groove, Love Gun, Gene Simmons solo, Regatta Thunder, and we got Eric Carr's drum solo, which that'll be awesome. Rock and Roll All Night, Shout It Out Loud, King of the Nighttime World, and Black Diamond. Now I'm curious, what does the picture disc for Eric Carr look like in this version? Because this is the second Unmasked box set, and the first one was also picture discs also, so it's cool that they went back to picture discs for this one, and that's, wow, that's really good on the front for Eric Carr, and that's good on the back. Now, I've mentioned this in my previous box set videos. When you do picture discs, it's hard to put them back in once you've taken them out of the sleeve. That was pretty easy. All right. All right, we got Paul Stanley for side A of Auckland, which, you know, these are the most popular shows on the Unmasked tour on soundboard, so I'm pretty sure everyone in the Kiss Army knows about the Auckland show, and obviously know people who know about the Sydney show because I was on Kissology. But the Auckland show for side A has the intro: Detroit Rock City, Colgin, Strutter, Shandy, Calling Dr. Love, Firehouse. That's side A. Side B has Talk to Me, Is About You, 2000 Man, Face Trailer's guitar solo, and Else for Loving You. Then let's check out Paul Stanley's picture disc. Okay, that's really cool. Really cool on the front, and that's pretty awesome on the back. What was cool about the first Unmasked box set is that it had a unreleased audience recording of an Unmasked concert. It was some show in Europe, but I think the show was in Basel, some place like that. All right, this one's gonna be really tough. All right, now we got Gene Simmons for Sydney, Australia, and we got. Now my question is this? I'm guessing this is a full recording of a Sydney show, so it's gonna have God of Thunder. That's always been like my thing, because like we all know Kiss's version on Kissology did not include the full God of Thunder. It just had Eric Carr's drum solo, and that was it. So I'm want to know if this has the full song of God of Thunder. So right now we got side A: Detroit City, Colgin, Strutter, Shandy, Dr. Love, Firehouse. Side B: Talk to Me, Is About You, 2000 Man, Ace Frehley solo, but I was made for loving you. Let's take a look at Gene's picture disc picture. Alright. That's a nice front picture. But I personally like the back image. His face looks all bloody and shit. That's a badass picture of Gene. Love it. Always will love a good blood picture of Gene. Oh. Alright, that's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I like the picture discs that these box sets have, but the one drawback has always been trying to put the sleeves back in, trying to put the picture disc sleeves back in the actual vinyl sleeve. Yeah, that one didn't come out. That one didn't go in well at all. I'll have to fix that later. Now we got Ace Frehley, and yeah, we got New York Groove, Love Gun, and we got Gene Simmons bass solo with God of Thunder, Eric Carr's drum solo, God of Thunder reprise. All right, cool. So this does have the full song. Nice. For side D, Rock and Roll All Night, Shout It Out Loud, King of the Mountain World, Paul Stanley solo, and Black Diamond. All right, sweet. I just dropped the fucking thing. Way to go. Alright, so we got Ace on the front. Probably, I think this is during like a interview type of deal. Then we got Ace on the back, which it's been he's playing a guitar, but I don't think we've ever seen him play that often. This style of guitar. unlike like the standard Les Paul Gibson, this is a style of guitar that Ace doesn't play that often. Right, that went in much better than Gene. Okay. And of course, this wouldn't be a box set video without talking about the book. We're gonna, like in every box set video I make, we're gonna be looking through this entire book. Now, before we actually look at the whole book, I will show that we have a nice picture of Ace non-makeup on the back. That's really cool. Alright, so let's take a look at this book and see what kind of awesome pictures we have. Alright, we have Kiss Australian Tour 1980. Right away, I do love the front cover. We got Gene sticking out his tongue, we got Paul, we got Ace, we got Eric Carr. Like I said in the video talking about the front cover of the box set, I do love these different colored circles. That's very 80s-esque. Do love it. Alright, cool. We got all of this stuff, and I do love that they included the New York Countdown Special. That is really cool. I actually do have that. It's on my BitChute channel, but that's cool that they included that. That's cool. Also included a picture from it right here also. It's really cool. And here's a picture of them arriving in Australia covering their faces. Also really cool. Alright, Kiss flies into Sydney, Australia to begin their first tour of the southern continent. They arrived a day ahead of schedule to avoid being mobbed at the airport. And here's a pretty rare sight. A non-makeup image of Eric Carr. Well, probably, yeah, in 1980, the mystique was still there, and you couldn't get a picture of them without their makeup. And this is a rare image, for sure. That's really cool. Alright, the Sydney, Australia, Sydney Town Hall, November 12, 1980. Kiss makes a 3-minute appearance with Lord Mayor Doug Sutherland on the balcony of the Sydney Town Hall. Yeah, I've heard about this. This was kind of covered at the during Kissology too, when Kiss did show up in Sydney. A crowd of approximately 3,500 showed up. In the hot afternoon sun, the band returns to the Sebald Town Hall, the hotel where they're staying for a press conference. Video captured. They are interviewed by Australian comedian Norman Gustin. The night Kiss cruises Sydney Harbour on a luxury cruise ship. Radio reported documenting the march of the Kiss Army that preceded the band's appearance on the balcony of the town hall in downtown Sydney, and 2 reports about the appearance at the town hall are done. Yeah, as you can see here are the pictures. Yeah, this was covered kind of briefly. They showed this appearance on Kissology Volume 2 about Kiss showing up in Australia. So I remember this. These are really good pictures, and we got someone dressed up as Peter Criss. I guess they were kind of crushed to find out that he wasn't playing at the concert, but still, the makeup's job is pretty good. All right, I think there's a few pages, kind of, yeah. Nope, that's not the right page. All right, here we got the press conference. We got Gene doing a typical Gene pose. I mean, I've seen some of these pictures already, so I mean, I've seen the one where Ace has that cup. So that's like not a big surprise. But some of these I haven't seen, so that's like one of the cool things about these books. I get to see pictures I have seen and some I haven't seen. Well, that was side A of Ace Frehley's picture disc for the box set. That's a good picture of Ace doing his eye wink. Gene over there doing his facial expression. Paul's saying something. And Eric Carr is just looking out. That's a good picture of the whole band at the time. I do like that picture. Not one of their better cover-ups for their identity. You can kind of see Eric Carr's face. I mean, but you know, but he was new to the band, so he's doing what he can. Right here, he's completely and totally exposed. I mean, you know, Gene's totally covered. Paul's somewhat covered. Ace is somewhat covered. I mean, Carr's new. I don't think he totally quite gets the hiding the identity quite yet. In fact, when he got into Kiss, the whole hiding your identity thing, he didn't quite have a chance to fully get it. He only had like this tour and the Creatures tour to fully get it. But for his first few attempts, not bad. At least he's trying. Damn, they're trying everything. They caught Ace. That's funny. All these pictures are coming out, and like at the time, this would have been awesome shit right now to see Kiss without the makeup, and this would have been big in 1980. Like this would have been so cool to say like I have a picture of Ace Frehley without his makeup in 1980. That would have been cool. All right, this is cool. I have seen this. This is also part of the page would stop moving because of the fan. I also heard about this. The Perth, Australia Princess Margaret Hospital for Children's Kiss taking the time of off during their rehearsals to visit the sick children at the hospital. I did hear about this. This was also somewhat documented in Psychology Volume 2, and that right there is the pose that I remember from the DVD. Paul with that blonde-haired kid from Psychology Volume 2, with Shandy from the live performance of Shandy playing in the background. That's what I remember. And also that similar pose with Ace, I remember that also. But it's cool that they did that, you know, it was cool. I mean, I don't know what she's thinking. She probably doesn't know what to think. But I remember from Kiss is in her hospital room. Anyways, we got a nice close-up page of Paul Stanley. Love that. Alright, now we got the dress rehearsals. Nice picture of Gene Simmons, once again doing his trademark demon poses. We got all the cool guitars, and there it is, the star guitar. The one guitar that never got used in live performances, only got used in the TV performance for She's So European and Talk to Me, which it's kind of cool that we're seeing it in the guitar rack, but you know it never got used for any live performances. Probably because I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. Did Paul say it really didn't work? It was just there as a decoration. There is Gene's codpiece. Nice. There is Ace Frehley giving the thumbs up. There is Ace and Bill Coyne and one of the members of the Kiss crew. Speaking of the Kiss crew, they're working on the stage. Always cool to see pages like this. Because I've seen behind the scenes of like the Dynasty Kiss crew working on Kiss's costumes and you know the stage crew. That was cool back then to see the Kiss crew on the Dynasty tour. I'm not sure if this is the same crew that I saw on you know the Dynasty tour, or they have like a different crew for the Unmasked tour. You know, because you know Kiss has like different crews for different tours, it seems. Then we got the actual Perth, Australia concert date, November 8th, 1980. The hell is this newspaper clipping? Lily goes into bat with masked rockers. It was hardly cricket when fast bowler Dennis Italy got together with U.S. rock group Kiss on the opening night of their $2 million tour of Australia. But Lily did take the opportunity of introducing the group in his controversial aluminum bat. Maybe they could help market it, he said. Kiss could combat it. Sounds good. Okay. Interesting. So Kiss may not have known who Lily was, but the cricketer admitted that he was a fan of their music. The band opened its Australian tour in Perth with a spectacular 2-hour concert and included some of the most stunning effects seen in this country. The performance came at the end of a long and often frustrating week because of their obsession with keeping their identity secret. They were rarely able to leave their hotel room. Ace had begged the group's management to let him stroll around the city, but that was ruled out. In the end, they agreed to in a allow him out in a higher car with a security guard. Okay. To provide them with some freedom, tour promoter Kevin Jacobson has thrown private parties at a magnificent split-level $4 million home of Michael Edley. The promoters and the group's management, due to leave Perth on Wednesday, are worried an extension of the refuelers strike could jeopardize the tour. Negotiations for a private jet and the purchase of air fuel have yet to be finalized. Okay then. That's interesting. That's an interesting newspaper clipping. Even more interesting is this ticket stub for Perth. Block double B, row double A, seat 13. I wonder which Kiss fan had that seat arrangement. Let me know in the comments which Kiss fan had that seat arrangement. I do love that picture of Eric Carver. That's a nice picture. It's a nice picture of the whole band probably doing a TV appearance. Alright, another newspaper clipping. Kiss leaves Sydney, but they'll be back. Ain't that the truth? Ever since the 1980 Australian tour, they've returned to Sydney a bunch of times on several different tours. I think the most notable tour they went back to Sydney was with the reunion tour. Then another tour they went back to Australia was the Rock the Nation tour. Then it was like, and so on and so forth. You know, reunion tour was probably the most notable tour they went back to Sydney, back to Australia with. Rock the Nation tour was also one that comes to mind, and you know, Monster is another tour that comes to mind when I think of Kiss going back to Australia. And obviously the most recent tour was End of the Road. In fact, I think I petitioned to go back for a final show, which is really cool. So yeah. And of course, I can't forget the farewell tour with Ace and Eric Singer. I cannot forget that. That was a really cool lineup that did that. This is a really cool TV magazine. Even more cooler is this. A picture of the Countdown show. And yes, Paul did use the star guitar for the Countdown. I did leave that part out. And Gene used his Axe bass. Back then the Axe bass was mostly known for like TV performances and music videos. The Countdown performance contained music videos of Is That You and Talk to Me, which was taped at Soundcheck the previous night. Alright. We got like cool photo shoots of that. Like I said, I do have the full thing of Countdown on my BitChute channel for anyone that is interested in watching it. It's really cool. It's cool seeing the pictures of that event. Then we got like another date of Kiss playing in Perth. November 9th, 1980. Another non-makeup picture of Ace. And we got, well, it's a really odd picture. Playing a rock fantasy. Okay. Kiss Mania is here. They still had a Peter Criss Dynasty tour poster to advertise. I wonder how that went down. Oh, and I remember this. You know, All For You Demon was kind of talking about this. These Kiss popsicle things. That's really cool. Yeah, like he made an episode. I don't exactly know how recent an episode he made them, but yeah, he made an episode about these frozen Thunderbolt Peter's Kiss popsicle things. It's kind of cool that I'm seeing them again in this book, and that's just really cool. I think there was like one that was like 10 Kiss ones for Eric Carr, for Ace, for Gene, and for Paul. And I do like this one. It's almost as if, you know, they gave him like his own solo album cover. That's really cool. And they had like another Perth date, November 10th, 1980. Wow. Then we got like Kiss Stereo, which is another thing that kind of revolves around Kiss being in Australia, which is also the name of an Australian-based Kiss tribute band, Kiss Stereo. I love these stage pics. Gene with the axe bass, Eric Carr with doing his pose on the drums, Ace, really cool, and Paul signing autographs. A fourth Perth date. Holy shit. Kiss was booked for one entire show place. Man. I do love that picture. Always love Paul and Gene sharing microphones. Love that picture with Paul Stanley in the Flying V. Back when he used Flying Vs. There we go. An original Kiss 1980 Aussie Tour towel only available for purchase in Australia. This is the smaller towel that measures 24 by 44. You can look up the standard size version of this towel on eBay and see that one measures 28 by 53. Okay. I'm assuming this is the towel. Kiss in their Love Gun costumes. Interesting. That's kind of cool though. Wow. That's pretty rare. We got Paul Stanley in his... We got a non-makeup Paul Stanley picture from 1980. That's kind of cool though. I like that. Alright, so they're done with Perth. Now we're going off to Melbourne. Advanced screening of Superman 2. Wow. It's kind of interesting. November 13th, 1980. Well, Gene Simmons is a fan of comic books, so I guess that's a big deal for Gene. All right. So now we got, that's a good picture of Gene. Got blood on blood on his leg and shit. Oh no, we got a bad news article. Kind of sad also. We got violence among Kiss fans. Oh man. That's sad. All right, but I do love the pictures from the show. And now we have like Melbourne, Australia, Don Lane show, November 13th of 1980. Okay. I don't believe I've seen this before. I remember Kiss was on. Well, yeah, I think this is what I've seen. The guy puts the boots on the wrong feet, and yeah, I have seen this one. Gene jokes that Eric is being held for ransom. I've seen this one before. Okay, cool. That's great. The pages are stuck together again. Okay, Melbourne, Australia, VFL Park, November 15th, 1980. Kiss antics on for young and almost old. Okay. Alright. We got some nice pictures right here. Some nice black and white pictures of the stage. We got Gene and Ace. We got Ace, Gene, and Paul. Alright. We got Gene and Ace right here on the front. Then we got Gene sticking out his tongue halfway, Ace right here, Paul moving his head. Then we got a nice picture of Gene right here. Then we got like a nice big picture of like the Kiss logo, Eric Carr right here, Paul Stanley right here, Ace Frehley. Now I'm kind of wondering when we're getting like a nice blood picture of Gene. We're getting all these cool non-makeup pictures, which is kind of rare for like for back in the day. This is kind of cool. I mean, this is a nice picture of Gene right here. Nice black and white. We got a 1980 Australian crew jacket. That's pretty cool. And we got Kiss Adelaide, November 18th, 1980. Well, you gotta include this picture, the Black Diamond pose. You gotta include this. That's been like almost in every box set book I've looked at so far. The Black Diamond pose when it includes Ace Frehley in it. That's cool to include. That's a funny picture. Gene with Mickey Mouse ears. That's funny. This is a cool collage of stuff right here. They'll play, rain or shine, and that's mostly been the case in their career. I think that, am I getting the right page, or is it, so far this box it's kind of been, the pages have been attached to each other, and that's kind of been, is what it is so far. Norman Gustin, Norman Gustin burst into the national concessions with a single Kiss Army. It was released to coincide with Kiss's Australian tour and joined in the wave of hysteria or Kiss Mania that was sweeping the nation. Kiss Army peaked at number 13 on the Australian charts late in 1980. The song used the music from I Was Made for Loving You with Gunston's parody lyrics inserted in hold up, what? Intentionally, I may have just said the whole thing wrong. Gunston was intentionally in a bit of strife for using the music, but in the end, an agreement was struck, and Gunston was involved in the documentary film, the Inner Sanctum. Okay, cool. Built around Kiss's long-awaited Australian tour, 1980. The B-side of Kiss Army was the track Norm Drum, which was an affectionate contribute of sorts to the ever-popular host of the Countdown, Ian Molly, Meldrum, who hosted a regular segment on the show called Humdrum. Oh boy, sorry about that, guys. I mean, I'm not sure if I've heard about this, but it sounds interesting. However, that cover does look familiar. It does look familiar, but I don't know if I've heard the song. There's been several I Was Made for Loving You parodies, including one with Rich Kosak parodying that song with Halloween with Michael Myers, but you know, I don't know. Well, we got that comedian with Kiss already. Oh, we got the Kiss comb. I do remember almost all of you Demon talking about the Kiss comb in his Australian Kiss merch video. So that is cool. That some of the stuff that Rick has mentioned is in this book. That is cool. Then we got another picture of Gene. That is a cool pillow, by the way. The May Bell line. Did Rick talk about this also? I'm pretty sure he did. If not, then this is interesting. Part of Kmart's beautiful range of top quality cosmetics at sensible prices. I want to say he did because he did cover a lot of Kiss's Australian merch in some of his videos. No, you don't. Sydney, Australia. Sydney Showground, November 21st. All right, we got some cool pictures. Got one picture of Ace. Here we go. A black and white picture of Gene flying across in a straight line. There we go. That's awesome. The Kiss phenomenon is all it's hyped up to be. Its sheer size and daunting professionalism, it almost puts it beyond critical analysts. You would hardly visit Barnum and Bailey and complain because it was a circus. You enter a fantasy world of suspended judgment and sit back and ingest the illusions and the armas with Kiss and per dormant smell its cordite. I
maybe just botched the entire stuff. However, apt the surface metaphor is, I Kiss certainly don't perform without a net. They are chilling in their cal cal jack calculation. I'm sorry. I think the writer of this book, I think the writer of this paragraph, short circuited on the wording. But for all that bloody good fun, based on a combination of observation and program information, Kiss are Gene Simmons, who slavers blood, breathes fire, plays bass guitar, sings, and is guarded by a host of tarantulas and bats. That sums up Gene pretty well. Paul Stanley, who was the timeless prince of passion, the loves of okay, the loves of all ages reincarnated. He plays rhythm guitar and sings. Okay, it sums up Paul nicely. Ace, more correctly, Space Ace Frehley, will Space Ace Frehley, who hypnotizes the soul. Hypnotizes the soul. Okay, that's all you got to say about Ace Frehley. Kind of a short summary of Ace Frehley. New boy Eric Carr, who drums, sings, and casts long, be gulling shadows. Not an easy combination to pull off, but he does. Kiss draws elements of their stage act from an electric ray of showbiz traditions. The makeup is sort of kabuki form Japanese theater. The build-up boots are sort of Kafronos from classical Greek theater, and the mirror ball sort of kitsch from the Palace D dance. Kiss are the logical modern extension of Punch and Judy theater, designed to chill and show pure grand. I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. Light the audience, but the considerations of pain and terror are often diminished by paroxydalically soppy lyrics. It was about as evil and satanic as a Christmas pantomime genie, and stalked the stage in capes, flew. Oh wait, I may just fuck that up. Genie stalked the stage in capes, flew. No, I got that right. The audience sang along, and when exhorted by Paul, shouted louder. Then the marvelous "But I Kept Waiting" did in Adelaide. Huh? I'm sorry, something about this doesn't make sense. The description of Kiss is cool, but huh? It was all quiet for Jenny Howard to make an entrance. It was obvious from the jump that Kiss play and sing very well, starting with Detroit Rock City. They wheeled through 17 numbers. All favorites. All favorites, old and new. Predictably, everything that Chase, Snow, Fly, or Fall did so. Could flash, flame, smoke, rise, chase, Snow, Fly, or Fall did so. I took Christian Robinson, a 12-year-old Kiss expert to whom I indebted for technical information, and a devotees in their world. His sight to their favorites on the night were Love Gun and God of Thunder. Mine were relative ballad Shandy, and perhaps Back in the New York Groove. Alright, cool. In some sophisticated circles, it is considered chic not to like Kiss. Sophisticated? Okay. But how they can hate a musician who fires rockets at you from his instrument. It was truly silly. It was a truly silly night, and I had a great time. The second Sydney concert for Kiss is at the showgrounds tonight. Okay. I mean, it was obvious that this person had a great time with Kiss, but man, that was a mouthful to read. And that was for the Sydney Morning Herald, 22/11/1980. And I may have just butchered an entire article, but my apologies in advance. Anyways, that is a good picture of Gene and Ace. Alright, now we're talking about the best of his solo albums. Alright. Alright, we got a good picture of Paul and Ace. Now we're talking about bootleg vinyl, Australia 1980. We got Kiss Firehouse, Adelaide, Australia. We got Kiss Live in Australia from Sydney. We got Kiss Rock and Roll, Belgium 83. Belgium 85, again from Sydney, Australia, Inner Sanctum. Then we got Fox on the Run, Auckland, New Zealand. Then we got You're All That We Want, Auckland, New Zealand. Again, Fox on the Run, Auckland, New Zealand. Crazy Like a Fox, Auckland, New Zealand. Sydney, 1980. Again, that speaks for itself. Western Springs, which is Auckland, New Zealand. Alright, now we got another good picture of them on the stage with a few other pictures. And we got bootleg CDs. Maybe ones I've seen and heard of. Such as this one, Going Down in Adelaide. Alright, I've heard of that one. The Inner Sanctum Definitive Edition, I've definitely heard of that one. New Zealand 1980. I've heard of that one. I remember that picture. I've kind of thought of that picture as like a similar picture to Kiss Alive, only from the Unmasked era. We got Live in Australia, 4 CD gold case box set. Then we got the Sydney FM Master, 2 CD plus bonus DVD-R. Here's one I have heard about, Thunderbolts and Lightning. Great collection. Basically the CD version to what I have right now. And we got Costumed Crusaders, which is basically the Sydney soundboard on 2 CDs. Ace's Last Stage, which is the Auckland show, and of course the Zodiac release of the Auckland soundboard. Nice. We got a nice picture of Gene on stage with the smoke and stuff. Again, some more cool non-makeup pictures. We got Ace right here. Ace Frehley lead guitar. doing his guitar solo. That's funny. Ace Logger. That's funny. Got a cool little, got a nifty Kiss t-shirt. No, you don't. Come back. We got a TV Week magazine with Kiss. And we got the Dolly magazine with, she's doing the Star Child star. Nice. It's a cool picture. Getting the smoking guitar going. And all of these are non-makeup pictures of Ace, probably in the hotel room. I have yet to see a bloody Gene Simmons in this book. The closest one I've gotten to was when he was on the levitation rig. This is another Sydney show. I think he's about to smash the guitar. I think he's got a guitar in his hand. I don't know. Do love this picture of Ace. Love this picture of Gene. I love this picture also. Nice view of him. There we go. We don't see this one often. We got Bill Coyne in the picture. Gene sticking his tongue out. Ace doing his typical Ace making face thing. Oh, that's not the view. We got Paul Stanley. We got some of them in, some of the girls in Kiss makeup. We got Eric Carr right here. Star guitar. Really cool. Again, I love these non-makeup pictures from the era when Kiss was never supposed to be seen in public without their face paint off. So this is cool. This is cool. All right. Brisbane, Australia, Lang Park, November 25th, 1980. I do love this picture of Paul. He's just doing that. Also another picture, Paul and Ace sharing a microphone. Love that also. Ace is kind of giving the thumbs up. Pretty cool. Wellington, New Zealand. To my knowledge, there isn't a known audience recording of Wellington, New Zealand from the Unmasked tour. Only Wellington that exists in audience form is Kiss on the Alive 35 tour. But you know. Anyways, but the pictures do exist, and that's really cool. Really cool. We got a TV interview by NZ. That's something. Really cool. Alright, and all the Unmasked cassettes. The one that I'm trying to get a hold of is this one. The 1997 remastered cassette of Unmasked, which I'm trying to go after all the 1997 remastered cassettes in general. That's turned out to be a huge pain in the ass, but still, it's something that I'm trying to do. And you know, that's probably like the only Unmasked cassette that I'm trying to get a hold of, and you know, have yet to come across it. Another one that I have found is probably, but I did show off, is this Italy one, where Easy As It Seems starts the album, which is a bit of an odd one, but it's just still a cool one to have in the collection. Here's an interesting picture, Paul playing a double nut guitar. and we have a description of it. The Hammer custom double neck with its twin mirror pick guards bearing a striking resemblance to Gene's makeup design. Okay then. Not the description I was hoping it would have, but okay. Okay, I love this picture. He's mid-jump. That's funny. Alright, and we have the Auckland show. Ace's last known show up until the reunion tour. He did do appearances with Kiss during the Elder stuff, but that wasn't quote-unquote touring with Kiss. His last known show and concert date was the Auckland show. Another terrific sounding show last night of their Unmasked tour in New Zealand. Ace Frehley's last full live gig with the band as well. Peter Criss is gone and steps in Eric Carr, who incidentally can drum circles around Pete. He's given the band a new kind of energy and life and has a very different approach to drumming. Really, he's great. It's nice to hear how much heavier songs like Husband for Loving You and Shandy can sound live. And I love how Ace and Gene share vocal duties on Cold Gin. That's true. I love that. That's really awesome. And how about that Ace, he must have been a little sad that his best friend in the group was no longer around, which would have made him somewhat outnumbered since Eric Carr wasn't a fully fledged partner. But Ace is given a pretty fair share of song time. Talk to Me is performed here and it sounds fantastic live. He's certainly become more confident behind the microphone, if not better, to Paul and Gene's. If only there were more here in top. If only there were more. He's in top form here. Paul and Gene are Paul and Gene, but it's really Eric and Ace that make this a great show. Okay. And I didn't know that Paul used the double neck on the Auckland show. That's interesting. That's interesting. Hurry! Only 19 days till the entertainment experience of a lifetime. That's funny. It's kind of a funny way to advertise. Cool pictures. Alright, we got Gene Simmons, bass, or bass. That's funny. Love the green lighting on Gene on that picture. Alright, now we got a nice picture of Ace trying to hide his identity. Mostly in this book, he hasn't really hidden it. It's been out there fully seen. Eric Carr drums. That's a nice picture of him on the drums. These are nice kind of redoings of the solo album covers for both Paul, Gene, and Ace. And Eric Carr's concept idea of what a solo album cover would look like. That's pretty cool. Gotta say, we're showing more of Ace's smoking guitar than I've seen of Gene Simmons' blood pictures. Which is not bad. I do love the smoking guitar also. Alright, the confetti's coming down. It's a nice one of the confetti. Now, this picture I have seen before. This picture with Paul and no makeup with a double neck, I have seen that before. And like I've stated in the intro video, I do love this non-makeup picture of Ace. Ace giving the thumbs up. That's really cool. Alright, and there you have it. We have checked out this entire book in all its glory. And there you have it. We have taken a look at this entire box set, the Kiss Mania 1980 box set. This is probably going to be the longest box set video I've ever made on this channel, because I wanted to do this one properly, because the Unmasked era is a very special era for me personally when it comes to Kiss, and I wanted to take a really close look at the at this whole box set, and take a really special look at the whole picture book when it comes to this box set, because like I said, the Unmasked era was my first era that I saw on video footage of Kiss, and I really wanted to take a really close look at this era, because it's a very important era in my personal Kiss history. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I hope to do more box set videos on this channel, because, you know, there's a whole lot of these Kiss box sets out there, and I do intend to get more of them. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll see you around. Later.